Alright, it's been a minute. I'm back out in the garage. Back on the old Jetstar 3. I did get the blocks and heads back from Machine Shop. I think I had that earlier video. I got some Rust Reformer primer stuff because they're not cleaned up perfect, and I'm not going to mess with cleaning them up perfect. I'm just going to hit them with that and then paint them brown. Call it good. One thing I am working on over here is this block still has this water tube in it. I've got new ones. I'm going to replace this. Thanks to my deceased brother Brad, I've got this handy dandy little hacksaw thing. The blade that he had in it, I put down somewhere so I wouldn't lose it, which means it's gone. Anyway, which sucks because I was going to use that. Oh, there it is. Found it. It had this thing in there. Luckily, it's a Morse brand. It's got a number on it. I'm going to see if I can order some more of these. But a little bit of hillbilly engineering. The one that came with it is the same exact width as a hacksaw blade, so I went to the big box store based out of Wisconsin, and I bought a couple cheap hacksaw blades. And if you crimp them, you can't really cut it, but if you crimp them and then just bend it back and forth, you can snap it off. So I've made myself a blade. I've started cutting it. Hopefully I can cut that down, and then if I have to, I'll cut both sides, cut a bunch out, whatever, cut a chunk. But hopefully I can collapse that and get it out and have better luck than I did on, I think, that head. I mangled one of these trying to get out and never did. Luckily my machine shop guy got it out for me. So anyway, you probably don't want to listen to that thing make noise, so I'm going to get the flashlight out so I can light out so I can see what I'm doing, get that cut, and then I'll bring you back when we're doing some beating on it. Alright, I think I got a groove cut most of the way through. I can't because of the way it's formed, because there's a groove for an O-ring or something. Anywho, see if we can get this thing to collapse in on itself. Why is it so rocky? Oh, there's a pipe pulley on the other side of the place. Is that going to make her more better? No, why would it? So we put it over here like that. Now you can't see a thing that I got going on, can you? Alright, there we go. Let's see if I can get my big fat butt in the way. Here we go. Well, that worked out a whole lot better than the last time. Ta-da-da. Anywho, now the hard part is going to be, you probably can't see it, but down in there is a freaking ring, or O-ring. And my machinist was like, he had no idea that an O-ring could get so hard. Ooh. Well, it's kind of coming out of there, sort of. Oh, screw around, break the tip of my pocket knife off digging it out. Alright, I gotta get something else. I need one of these. Huh. That would be all the Phillips tips. That's a small one. I got a set of precision screwdrivers, also from Brother Brad's tool stash. Let's see if we can work these together. No, they don't want to work together, do they? Ah! Haha! I don't know if you can see that or not, but got him. Awesome. All right. The other thing we got to do is turn this like this, like that. Dump all the shavings that we created when we cut that. Get the blow nozzle. There we go. All right. So I think we're just gonna move out of the way here. That's not really out of the way. Come over here. We're on a cart. Hold that thing up before I cut myself. Back in there. All right. So I'll lay that down. So more tools away. Get it out of the way now. Get out of the way. Don't need that on anymore. All right. So you can see I've got this kind of mask off. I'm not sure how or what I'm going to mask on the heads, or if I'm going to, because really on the heads, I think pretty much all of this top surface is covered. Most of this surface is covered with manifold. Once I get that together, yeah. So I think what I'll do. I'll think about it. I did. Let's stand these up real quick. And you're probably not seeing anything I'm doing, can you? If I zoomed out, I don't even know which one's out. Oh, no, that's in. The other out. There we go. I did get another coat of that JB Weld Extreme Heat on here. Pretty happy with how it turned out. It's not great, but you know, better than it was. So anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'll sit this one down like this. Sit this one down like that. And then we'll just point you off into Never Never Land while I struggle. Put them together like that. There we go. Now we've kind of masked off the manifold surface. And then what I may do is just put like one swipe of tape on the top side, and then we'll be ready to get these things primed up, and then we'll move that cart out of the way. I need to clean up the manifold. I think the intake's been painted black. We'll get a head rust reformer. I don't know. We'll work on that. Get that cart out of the way. We may go ahead and put the governor and the front seal on the motor, and then yeah, we can start cleaning stuff up. I got fan blades that need cleaned up and painted. That's the stuff on there, and then over on the other side of that pile of stuff is more parts. But yeah, if I can get these cleaned up and painted, then we can start working on getting them back on at least get the blocks back on the engine. The blocks go back on the engine, and the pistons and rings and pistons, all that can go back in the blocks. And anyway, one step at a time. All right, I'll bring you back when I get a little more done on this. All right, I got my rust reformer all rattled up. I already did the heads. I got over here and saw the camera. Oh, I should be filming this, because you know that's the whole point of doing YouTube, is to film it, right? All right. There's a reason my channel's not as big and popular as like a Nolan Dan or Andy Ohio MM or Rossi Allman or any of those guys. They're like professional. They take it serious. I just film what I'm doing, so when I go to put it back together, I forgot what I did. I got reference material. Anyway, taking advantage of fairly decent weather here. It's April 11th. Had a auction I wanted to go to, a consignment auction. Had a 7-foot cut hay binding in it. It looked pretty decent. And last summer we borrowed a cut. Where's my cut? I'm gonna get right in the camera. Let's see. I'm working on which one I'm working on now. There we go. Borrowed a cousin's. What do they got? New Holland hay bind. And anyway, that his was a 9-footer, which was fine. I got tractors with plenty enough horsepower. That 9-foot hay bind's not much of a load. Put the old 5-star on this. I think it's 70 horse or whatever with the big blocks and stuff on it. Anyway, I thought that'd be a little 7-footer would be the one we do, just about the right size. Anyway, got up this morning and the auction was 2 hours away and started at 9 o'clock. I got up, wasn't feeling real good, so decided I wasn't going to go. And there was another online auction. Basically would have been about the same amount of drive time from the auction back to the farm for either one of them. Pulling a hay bind. It just happened to work out that the online one was a much straighter, flatter road. All right, cool. They had oh, shut up, you. They had 2 hay binds. They had a 2 New Holland. One was a 289, I think was a 9-foot cut. And the other was 277, which looked like a 7-footer. And then they had a new idea, looked like a 7-footer. Anyway, I sat at my desk all most of the morning, watching that online auction, and all 3 of them sold for just a little bit more money than I was willing to pay for one for no more hay than we're going to cut. So then I messaged my cousin, whose hay bind I had borrowed last summer, to see if he was at the in-person only auction that I had wanted to go to, and sure enough, he was. So I asked him if the little Heston brand 7-foot hay bind had sold yet. And he said, no, not yet. I said, well, if it does, I'll give this much money for it. He said, okay, he'd be around. Well, I called Dad and told Dad how things were going on our whole hay bind endeavor. And it wasn't just a couple minutes after I hung up with Dad that my cousin called back. Oh, there's a lot of schmutz up in there that needs cleaned. Called back, and the little Heston, same deal, just a little bit more money than I was willing to give. But then he messaged me back and said, hey, he'd sell me his if I was interested. So I got to talk to Dad because it's in our price range. We know it works. It needs a few little things here and there, but I'm not afraid of working on it. So anyway, all right, that's primed. Let those bad boys sit for a while. And I will move on to maybe sliding putting the governor in there. I think I'm going to have to clean my crankshaft. I think I got some flash rust on the rod journals, but I got some 1500 grit. We'll clean that up real quick and polish that real good. But I think we'll try and get that governor in there and get maybe try and get that front seal on. And then I'll have to find that front pulley. I don't know if I get it painted or not. See about getting the front pulley on. And then once all that's done, we might prime and paint this front side of the motor. Anyway, more cleaning to do. Yeah, I'll be back. All right, so I got the governor. I got the front seal cover and the front pulley. They're all ready to go on, but I ran into a slight issue. This was my container that I was putting all the nuts and bolts and stuff in, and well, they're all down in there now. I added just a splash of gasoline, and you can see based on the color of the stuff that I've got a lot of cleaning to do before I can put stuff back together. So I'm gonna let that soak and marinate for a little bit, and with the old governor here, this can go on. That slides right on. It slides on there. Not sure. Yeah, well, put that all the way up to idle. So give me more room. Yeah. So that goes on there. I'm gonna go. I need to figure out and do a little research how to lube that seal, the lip of that seal before I cram it in there, because I want to make sure that it does actually seal. And I don't think I can put the pulley on until I get the bolts cleaned up, so I can bolt that down. And I need to sort through my gaskets here and see if I can find that gasket for that thing there. I need to put these gaskets somewhere else. Yeah, right there. That's more flatter. Base gaskets, head gaskets. That goes on the side cover. Under there, I think. There's some oil pump gaskets. We didn't take the oil pump off, so we don't need those. Haha, I'll bet that's it right there. Yep. So, get that ready to go. Looks like a rear main seal that we didn't get into. Carburetor gaskets, the new O-rings. Over here in this box I've got genuine Agco ring sets, rod bearings, and the two new pipes that go, one to go between the heads and one to go between the blocks. So, and I do know somewhere floating around here I had a little tube of stuff. I have to look and find it. Some kind of Molly lube stuff that my brother was a real big fan of for putting O-rings in. And I know I had a little tube that Dad gave me from, right there it is. Right there it is, Molly coat. So we'll need that when we get around to putting that stuff to. We'll just leave it there for now. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm going to, sure wish I had one of them fancy Hobo Freight. Yeah, this is my ultrasonic cleaner. More of a subsonic cleaner. But anyway, yeah, so we'll let those soak for a little bit longer. And then we'll wire wheel them, clean them up, do the thing, and then we'll go from there. So anyway, I'll be back.